Yeah, man, people, welcome back. Good night, everyone. You don't know this is the Academy of us here again. First live on the channel here, the Prem Podcast EP7. Man, we done we're there with Daniel Football Show. Shout out, give thanks to all this coming through and give the thing the real support. But Daniel, how you doing, man?
Good. Been a while. Feel like a minute since we did anything, but we're here, healthy.
Yeah, man.
Don't know people. Let's up. Back again with another one.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, people. Like up the video. Yeah, as I said, it's the first ever live for the Prem Podcast, and really give thanks to everyone that's passing through. We're gonna talk about everything about the Premier League, what's happening over the weekend, and at the end of the video, we're going to preview. You remember, we have a Monday night football. Spurs host Fulham. That's a London derby, so we're going to preview that for tomorrow. But Daniel, crazy thing happened, man, over the weekend. Especially yesterday, a bunch of games played. 8 games played yesterday from 7. What time? Tell people what time you have to get up to watch the first Premier League game on a Saturday morning.
I have to get up. So pretty much normally I get up at least by 4 o'clock. Get up, brush my teeth, make some coffee, and drink 4 o'clock in the morning. And I still have to go to work later. That to show how dedicated I am to watch football. Like even if not even my team playing, I still wake up. Still wake up and watch the game just so I can able to come on here and talk about it and stuff like that. So the dedication is there.
You still have to wake up and go to the gym. Sometimes I have to do a video, and then go to work. Yeah, it's the same. I have to wake up like 7:30. To watch the first game. Sometimes I have to do a video right away, or sometimes even right after this, I'm going to preview the Champions League. For tomorrow and then premiere tomorrow. But we're going to start off, with Liverpool, the first game of the weekend, lunchtime kickoff. And now lunchtime kickoff for Liverpool. Club annoyed again in the press conference talking about, early kickoff for his team, especially, he got a couple of South American players, and players that travel from all the way from the eastern side of Europe, go to the west to come back. He kept grumbling, but everyone has to play football, everyone has to do it. And again, after the November international break, the last international break of the year, who they played again at lunchtime kickoff? They played City.
Really?
Man, they played City. They played City, man, next month, 7:30 Eastern time, and then at lunchtime kickoff after the international break. So he's going to grumble again and talk about stuff. But but look, I'm going to jump right into the video of Liverpool versus Everton, the Merseyside derby. I have a question. The Merseyside derby, is it looking weak to you? Like standard of it dropped over the years?
I can't remember when last I see Everton be competitive in the Merseyside derby. It's not a rival, it's just a derby. And that's pretty much it. I don't remember even when they're at Goodison Park, they still haven't really do anything. So it's years since I see them really compete in that derby. But that been dominated by Liverpool. It's not a rivalry. It's just a derby.
The last time Everton beat Liverpool, it was back in COVID when Richarlison secured to score at Anfield. Last time they beat them at Anfield, it was at 2-0. I think it was 2021. The last time that's the one game they win in 10 years, and the one game they win in 10 years, and it's just crazy. The last time I really enjoyed a Merseyside derby was when David Moyes was a coach and they got Fellaini, Pienaar, all these guys. That's when that's when Liverpool was on the low. So both teams were on the same standard. But Liverpool is on the uprise right now, so you think they have better quality players. But the first half, that game, it was lackluster, to be honest. I don't know what Liverpool was doing in that game. It was flat. It was really flat. And I think Everton, started the game looking bright, But after that red card, that silly challenge from Ashley Young, run me through that, man. Like, what is he doing?
This the moment I see Diaz go down the line, and I knew Ashley Young was gonna go in late. I was like, damn, he's gonna get another card. And he's experienced. I don't know why he does that. He's been playing in the game, so I don't know why he keep on doing that. I don't know why my light keep on going out. That's weird. It keep on going out. I don't know what's going on with my light. My light keep on going out. That happened to you? It does that to you?
Nah, you're good, man.
Anyways, yeah. Very poor challenge from Ashley Young. He's a experienced player. Should have been doing a little bit better. And he cost his team that game because they was holding their own in that game, and they was giving Liverpool a very difficult time and stuff like that. But I think that the red card kind of changed the game a little bit.
Yeah. Mo Salah, he's looking really good. He's looking like the Mo Salah a couple of years ago. I think this is his fourth game on the bounce scoring at home. A player haven't done this in the last 32 years. So, some pretty good record for Mo Salah. But Alexander Trent, I was watching him keen in the game. You picked up his position awareness when he come inside in the invert and Harvey Elliott go all the way out playing on the white touchline with Mo Salah.
Yeah, I really haven't really seen it. I haven't seen it really normally when Emma Robinson was flying.
Yeah.
So many assists when Mane was there. He's not doing that same thing, going down the line, whipping ball across again. I think he's playing a little bit more central, give them a little bit more bodies in the midfield. And I think maybe Klopp say, hey, stay back a little bit. I know you're defensively, you're not that good. So, he can find a pass from where he had. So I think maybe he's trying to switch him up a little bit because he's very suspect, not good defensively whenever he play too high.
Yeah, I mean he played that position well. Yesterday he picked a few forward pass. Especially when Nunes came on. Nunes like to run the channels, and as soon as Trent picked up the ball, he's looking on the right or through the middle. Especially when Diaz came off the pitch, he was just focusing on play the ball through the channels in between the left center half and the left back. The Ukrainian Milinkovic. That's his name, Milinko. So he was mostly penetrating that side of Everton, and because that's a weak side for them, and McNeil wasn't giving enough defending. Sean Dice took both of them off, both wingers, McNeil and who's the other guy who was playing on the wing? I forgot. I think he took. I don't remember, but he took both wingers off in the first half, right? In the start of the second half, and from there it's like he gave up. He had Dan Juma on the bench and he brought on defenders. That's the crazy thing. You're searching for a goal, you're trying to win the game. You're trying to get back into the game, and Liverpool kind of
you're already gonna lose the game already. So what's the point? You
might
as well go for it.
Yeah, might as well go for it, but he took both wingers off, and that was crazy. Where do you think Everton will move from here? You think they will get to the top, under Sean Dice?
No, they're just gonna be they're still gonna be relegation battle, but I think they will be a little bit better with Sean Dice because he have experience and stuff like that. But I mean, with the squad they have, what do you expect? I think probably 15th, 15th, 14th, 13th best. I don't see them anywhere over that.
Yeah, the other winger, you took Jack Harrison off. Jack Harrison, you could see it, but he just came back from injury. He wasn't fit, 100%. But I could see that. But let's see. I don't think Sean Dice will bring back, Everton to the glory days as when they used to manage under David Moyes. But I don't. The way how Sean Dice run Burnley team, Burnley is a team that run on a low budget, but Everton is a big club. In England, you see that they're trying to get a new stadium. Everton is a club over the years, since I started to watch the Premier League, their ambition is always to qualify in the top 8, as you see what Brighton is doing, what Aston Villa is doing, what Leicester did over the period before they got relegated. That's where the toughies, the fans want to see their team, but not under this ownership, not under this head coach, but such is life, but Liverpool, had some fixtures coming up, they will play Nottingham Forest at home, they will travel away to Bournemouth and home to Brentford before they played that big game, but you see Liverpool go all the way from now on to May challenging for the title.
Yeah, they look really up for it, and then the front, the players up top, they're really stepping up, especially Salah. Those 3 games that you just call out, I think they're gonna. Those games are very winnable. I can see them winning those games. I don't see them stepping up, maybe against City, but at this moment, because they got Liverpool right now, they can outscore a lot of teams. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, they still might be a little bit suspect defensively, but you just know they're gonna create chances and score goals. So, yeah, I see them up there with Arsenal. I think Tottenham gonna run out of speed, and then City as usual. But yeah, I see Liverpool go all the way.
Yeah. We're gonna move on from the Merseyside derby, but before I go into that, my brethren, hey Jordan, yeah, I saw you coming. I will just give me a minute. I will send you the link. He's a Liverpool fan. He lives in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah. But big up. Just give me a few, Jordan. Yeah. We're going to move on from Merseyside derby. City. They beat Brighton 2-1. I would say they barely crawled themselves over the line. Brighton played a wonderful second half game. They could have equalized it, especially Mitoma. I think he got after that equalize. He got a chance to after they go 1-2-1 down. Mitoma got a chance to equalize 2-2. And he missed the chance at 1-1. Did you see that?
I did realize he did got a chance, but I didn't really see exactly how did he the keeper save or how did he miss it. But I was
and then he got another chance, I think, right from that attack, a corner kick. I think he was on the back post. He didn't finish it. But talking to Manchester City, they are not able to kill off game. Last season Manchester City kill off game in the first half, the first 60 minutes of the game. But now they just gave team chances to try to come back in the game. You saw against, I think, Nottingham Forest when Rodri got that red card. Even though they won 2-0, but Nottingham Forest was knocking at the door.
They're not disciplined this season. I don't know if you see that into them. I think Akanji got red card too, right?
Yeah, Akanji got red card in
they're
the last.
Not disciplined. Yeah. They're not disciplined this season. I don't know what's going on, but everything their players is so they're so what would you say? They're not settled. Like they're very. I see Roger is doing it. I see one time I see Foden doing it. I know Akanji. They're not disciplined and they're not finishing off teams. I think they miss Kevin De Bruyne. I think they miss Mahrez. Mahrez used to score a lot of goals.
Do you see a change in Pep Guardiola attitude on the touchline?
I think I don't think he's that stressed. Like I see a more stressed Pep than before, but I don't know. Maybe just understand that. Okay, my
you
squad.
You think their belly too full?
They're not as strong as how they was last season. I don't
think they won too many trophies last season.
No, I think they let go their best players.
They let go their best players.
Yeah,
and then injuries.
Yes.
But Brighton, Brighton, they've been ups and down, winning, draw, lose. You think because of they playing Thursday league in the European football now, from Thursday to Sunday, you think that I'm telling a toll, so Danny Welbeck went down injured, so they have players injured right now. They kind of
March,
light up top.
March into too. March.
Yes, Solly
Yeah.
March.
Yeah, they're missing their left back, Ecuadorian left back as well.
Estupinian.
Yeah, they're missing a couple players.
I think they miss Lamptey.
Lamptey. So
Milner
yeah,
just came back from injury.
yeah. The Europa League is kind of caught up on them now. They're gonna have that season where they win one, they lose, they win, they
Yeah,
draw.
because
They're just not gonna be consistent.
the last game that they won, it was on September the 24th against home at Bournemouth 3-1. After that, Chelsea beat them, Villa beat them. They drew 2-2 in the Europa League. They drew with Liverpool, and then they lost on the weekend. So, they winless in their last 5 games. So
I think it's the Europa League and who they play next. I think they play.
who they play next?
Yeah,
They will play Ajax next, home to Ajax.
Ajax in terrible form. They should.
Ajax is in terrible form right now. Yeah, they played Ajax in the Amex in the Europa League. Then their next Premier League game is home to Fulham and then away to Everton. So they have some pretty good fixtures coming up because they have Brighton, Everton, Sheffield, Nottingham, and then they have Chelsea in the league. They have like 3 to 4 games where they're winnable in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nothing really strange right now, but Pep Guardiola, is he going to splash the cash in the January window? You believe that?
On where though?
Probably on that right side. Cause look, Phil Foden and Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva naturally like to play up the other right, but they're not naturally wingers. Over the years watching Pep Guardiola system, they got players like Pedro Rodriguez, like to just rub the touchline. Thierry Henry talk about it. When you play a Pep Guardiola as a winger, you have to be patient. And I don't think Phil or Bernardo is that the guy to play out there on the wide right. You saw what Mahrez did. He just rubbed the touchline.
Yeah.
And then have Kyle Walker coming around him, overlapping and creating space for him to come inside on his left foot. So I think you see what Doku, the Belgian, is doing. He's staying wide left all the while. And he's taking on players 1v1.
He can play on the right side too. Put Grealish
No, he can play on both sides. He could play in the number 10, but I think Jack Grealish is going to struggle to get back in this team.
Yeah, he's not on form because I think he could have put Doku on the right and put Grealish on the left and see where that go. But I think Grealish not being in form right now is like yeah.
So I let's
that's why
see
you see Haaland kind of struggle because even the goal over the weekend Haaland scored, that was an individual goal. So Haaland is not really getting service.
The one on Brighton, right?
Yeah.
And that was from a mistake. That was from a throw-in from Brighton.
Yeah.
Balibad, the young African player in the middle, miscontrol and he just cut in. But I think when you watch the game, I think when they played Arsenal, Saliba and Gabriel, they played so close together. So he has no room. And then you have Declan Rice just surfing around between them, covering up all those gaps. He's a really intelligent player like that, cover all the spaces. And they just marshal Alan like from his toe all the way up to his head, and he didn't get any chance. But Brighton is a team that they played open football. They like to play up the ball in those two cubes. So they're very good at it. Did you ever really watch them how they play the ball
out? Yes, but yesterday even yesterday I was saying that was one of their worst games because even when they're playing open up and they're struggling, they was able to keep the ball. I believe that maybe in the last part of the game they're trying to have a little control because but I mean previous games watching Brighton, I think Brighton are one of the most exciting team in the league. Otherwise, City, Arsenal, but I think yesterday they were struggling. Like City, I said City came out so they're up for it like that, like But I just think that maybe when they get back a couple players, they'll be all right.
Yeah. But we're gonna move on. From that game. We're gonna go to your stomping ground. You know, Chelsea. The big game of the weekend, the London derby against Arsenal. You know, Chelsea best game of the season, but yet you throw it away, man.
The keeper, Sanchez. Sanchez give Arsenal a life, and they took it. They took it. Everything was going so perfect, and once Sanchez made that mistake, the team just went down mentally, and yeah.
It's not the first he's doing it. He did it in the EFL Cup. I think the EFL Cup against Brighton. He did it twice.
He do it almost every game. He do it almost every game.
My question to you: after the end of this game, did you see any light through the tunnel for Chelsea?
Yes, I think there's more to come. Don't forget, Reece James to come back, Nkunku to come back. Don't forget Nkunku. We still have Lavia. Lavia still having to play. We have Chukwuemeka to come back. So I think this thing gonna be very exciting. It's gonna be very exciting. There's a bright future, Chelsea. You just have to give it a little bit more time, And I still think we need a striker because Jackson. I think Jackson could be a very good developed striker, but we need someone who know what they're doing, like a Ozyman, someone who can finish, be ruthless. Because if you see the Jackson came on yesterday and he got one-on-one with the keeper, I don't know what was he trying to do. So maybe we need another striker, someone very ruthless in front of the goal.
Cole Palmer. Is he that guy going to play in that number 10 position, or are you going to play that wing?
In the number 10. He's the number 10. Brilliant player.
I think he's a really good mechanic in that number 10 era. Brought up under Pep Guardiola's system, he learned a lot under him, so bringing over that experience, what he learned in City to Chelsea, I think though he needs to play behind a striker that someone's going to finish, someone that's going to run the channel, because he's a player that he don't take a lot of touches on the ball.
No.
So, and that's a good thing about that. When you get the ball, he's looking for a forward pass. And I think, he had a really good game with Sterling up front. And Sterling, again, he worked hard for the team.
Yeah. Sterling, this season looked he looked better. Like, he looked up for it. He's maybe not calling up to England. Maybe not calling up to England motivated him to a lot too. So
yeah. He got out of the September international window 2 times, right? Back to back. Yeah. So he's trying to impress Gareth Southgate and all of that, but Raz is playing good. Is he the leading goal scorer?
Yeah.
Pochettino, what he did in the game yesterday that he haven't doing in the last previous games? Because I see a lot of changes. I saw Cucurella, he took Colwell from the left back to the left centre back position. Malo Gusto, he's the one that caused lack of concentration on the back post for Trossard to score that goal. But he had a really good game after his ban. He came back, so Reece James that is going to get some fight for that right wing position. But still, Chilwell is still out, injured, just can't stay fit. You think Cucurella is the player that Pochettino should work with?
Yeah, he finally start to see the best of Cucurella after we splashed that big cash on him last summer. He looking really good. I've never seen a defender defend Saka that, like, he onto him, not give him no space, very, very, very good defending yesterday. As on top of that, what I saw him do yesterday, Pochettino, he didn't play in a striker. Remember you was talking about Man City, when they play Haaland and the two defender, they have someone to mark. So
Yeah.
what Pochettino did yesterday, he had both Gallagher and Colwell playing as a false number 9. So we was playing 4-2-4. You get what I'm saying? That's what we was playing yesterday. And if you look at Saliba and Gabriel, they didn't know what to do because they didn't have nobody to mark yesterday. So that was a very... At first, I was like, nah, you need to start Jackson. But when I start watching the game and I see it, I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. This working. And it was working until
Yeah.
that, you know? So that was a really good tactics. That took me out too. That was very, very clever.
Joe is the Arsenal worst game of the season. Hey, Joel, you need to tell your captain say he might hide in a big games when he play away. You realize Odegaard always hide in a big games when he play away?
Yeah, it remind me of Ozil.
Yeah. You know, and then, you know, when a leader cannot play under pressure away in the big games that, you know, especially when they need 3 points, you know, the team going to feel it. You know, remember, team feed off of the leader energy. You know, and last season, they went down. The first game they lost last season was United 3-1 when they need to keep and beat the streak going. You know, you remember in the back end of the season, they drew with Liverpool at Anfield. They drew with West Ham. I think that was 2-2. You know, they got what? They got 4-1 at City away, and you know, Nottingham Forest beat them. You know, so I think Martin Odegaard need to lift this game, you know, especially playing away in big games, in vital games when Arsenal need to keep the momentum going. Because look, you come into a Chelsea team that, you know, still trying to find their identity. You know, I think Arsenal should come in this game. I really believe this Arsenal team started the game thinking, you know, Chelsea just going to give up 3 points. That it's just not going to work. It's a derby.
Yeah.
They dropped their guard.
Yeah, and Chelsea they started the game really good, and they didn't give Arsenal no time to what's the name? They didn't give them no time on the ball. They was pressing them. That was there in their face, you know, show them like this is Stamford Bridge, you know.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna come here and just come took point because we have having a very terrible record against Arsenal. Over.
But you started the season poor at home.
Yes.
You lost some games. You know, Aston Villa beat you. Did Nottingham Forest beat you there too?
Yeah, Nottingham Forest beat us. Aston Villa beat us. We drew with Liverpool. So
you drew with Liverpool, yeah.
I mean,
look,
yes.
You have 2 games before your season really kickstart. You have Brighton next, and you have Blackburn at home. So you have 2 home games next. Brentford. Oh. You have Brentford next at home, and then in EFL Cup you have Blackburn. After that, you are away to Spurs. You home to City. You're away at St James Park. You play Brighton at home. You're away at Old Trafford, and you know you always have this poor run when you go to Goodison Park. You know you have at least 4 games that you know it's going to be problem going into the Christmas.
You know, I'm confident though. After watching that game yesterday, I'm very confident. Yeah, I think. I mean, I think we're gonna have good games. I mean, I'm not saying that we're not gonna lose, but after watching all we can play,
yeah,
and plus we have a couple players coming back, I'm very confident we can get some results out of those games. Yeah, I'm very confident.
You know, but it's going to be a ride. You know, talk about the Englishman, man, Declan Rice. You know, this player, he's really showing his class. This is the first time I see Declan Rice, you know, raise his game to the next level.
Really?
Yeah.
I did that. I'm sorry. I don't think you have that. It didn't. I don't think he since. I don't think you have a good game yesterday.
Reason why I said that, you know, his IQ in the game, it was really high. You know, he was picking up the loose balls in that between, you know, Chelsea midfield and the forward line. You know, there wasn't much space, but when he got on the ball, he did exactly what he's supposed to do as a 6 in the midfield. You know, but his IQ by, you know, I was watching him killing. He was pointing at players. he was talking every time when there was a break. He was talking to other. I think this guy's a future Arsenal captain.
I don't know. Maybe he was watching two. Maybe he was watching two different games. I'm not gonna be biased, but I feel like
probably it was the first half though.
I feel
Why
like
you said that?
I
was watching him individually though.
Yeah, but I feel like he was doing his thing, but he wasn't that special. Like I feel like he wasn't that special. I think everybody. This is when I feel like when I play a score. Now I'm not just saying you. You say you was watching individually, but I feel like I play a score goal. Everybody, people always, he's the man of the match and this and that. Chelsea was dominating the game. Did you know that Pochettino came out and said that Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez is unfit because they came from the South American games, and he said he didn't have no other choice. He have to play them. So we were playing with two players unfit, Caicedo and Enzo. I think we dominate that midfield until Arsenal scored that goal. They started to put on a little bit of pressure. I don't think it was special. I think he had an okay game personally. That's just my opinion. Since he scored that goal,
Arsenal couple of next fixtures.
I'm not gonna cut you. I think Gallagher have a better game than Rice yesterday.
Gallagher.
Rice was playing a little bit more advanced. He wasn't playing as a DM. Jorginho was playing as a DM. Rice was playing.
Jorginho need to delete himself all time on himself.
Yeah. I think Gallagher have a better game than Rice yesterday.
Jorginho need to delete himself out of the man side. But Arsenal couple of games, they played in the Champions League away to Sevilla, and then they played Sheffield at home. So, they're looking for 3 points, but it won't be easy, going away to Sevilla. Saw what happened with Real Madrid, Yeah. But, we're going to move on, going to go from London, go all the way to Bramall Lane, Sheffield United and Manchester United. Whoa, what a performance, that game, to be honest, United game, it was dead.
Yeah.
It was dead. It was dead. But RIP to Sir Bobby Charlton, man.
Yeah.
Great. They're great. I think he's one of the only English players that won the Champions League. I think the Ballon d'Or, when they used to call it that All Player of the Year, and the World Cup. He has won everything that the game offered to him.
You won a Champions League?
Yeah, he won the Champions League with Matt Busby.
Yeah.
In the 60s. Remember he was involved with that Munich plane crash, and he was one of the survivors of that team. He went through a lot, man.
He did all these years, and he's still. I think is he the only person from that team still alive?
I think a few people survive. A few of the people that from the staff.
No, I mean like from that team, that whole team. Is he the only person that's still?
No. You have a few people that survive. You have a few people that survive.
No, I'm saying like up to this day, are they still?
Yeah. Up to this, yeah. But just jump back to the game. But United, I really feel like Ten Hag is going off a feel good moment. Scott McTominay is playing good for Scotland. He scored a couple goals when he won that game at Old Trafford, and he just threw him back in. But a team like Sheffield United that's always going to sit back and play that low block formation and try to hit on the counter. Player like Eriksen with Amrabat should play together in the middle. I mean, Scott McTominay has a decent game. Don't get me wrong. He scored a snapshot, in the box, but he was the one that, trying to go forward and try, saw what Casemiro did when he was playing previously, just running that late runner in the box. But this Sheffield team, they were playing that back five. Sometimes it was a back six, to be honest. It was a back six, so you need a player like Eriksen. You could see the difference, when Eriksen came on the pitch, Garnacho, but they kept giving Rashford the ball on the right, on the left, and he just can't beat a player.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He just can't beat a player. He's very if you watch Marcus Rashford, you know, during his warm-up session, he has load of tricks. You know, but he just can't beat a player.
He look down to me. I feel like something going on behind the scene that we don't know about.
Is he affected by because his friend Jadon Sancho is not in the team?
Maybe, I don't know. But he's a confident player. Like, you have to be in the mood. You have to be confident. And, yeah, I feel like something's going on behind the scene that we don't know about. But, yeah, he only scored 1 goal though so far this season, right?
Yeah, 1 goal in like 11. 1 goal in his like last 11. You know, but Johnny Evans, Maguire, the former Leicester City teammates, they look better than Lindelof, Rafael Varane and Lisandro.
No. Man, y'all play Sheffield United.
Yo, I'm not.
Y'all play Sheffield United, seriously?
I'm not taking nothing from Evans. You know, Evans is a good player in the past, but you know, he shouldn't be in the team right now. He should have at least playing at least a younger player.
Last season, right? Would you say y'all would have Johnny Evans and Bagaya as a centre back pairing for this season? Y'all would have never think that in a million years.
No. This man came in because, you know, we shot at centre backs during preseason. You know, Lisandro was out, Rafael Varane was out, you know, so you just gave him a preseason.
Oh, John said?
So I realized anytime they fall with player.
That's fun. Oh, yeah, football can't play in a rain.
You know, but the man Johnny Evans, bro, got a preseason contract, you know, and then they realized that, you know, we could give this man, you know, a 1-year contract to the end of the season, but you know, bro, this thing just show you the direction that United is going, man. You know, but Rasmus Haaland, you know, he had a wonderful time away with Norway.
Yeah.
You know, but when he came back in the fold for United, he's lacking service. And this is all down to Bruno Fernandes. You know, time now, Bruno Fernandes need to lift his game, to be honest, bro. Because sometimes in the game, I saw Bruno Fernandes getting a lot of balls. And all you have to do is just take one touch and then pass. He tried to hold on to the ball. Bruno Fernandes is not a player that can dribble. He's a player that get the ball and just create. You know, I don't care if Bruno Fernandes, you know, since his time at United until now, he's the one that created more chances in the Premier League than anyone else. You know, I don't give a damn about that. You know, what he did on the field, successful is that what count.
Right.
You know, and time, Bruno Fernandes is giving away the ball too cheaply.
Yeah, he's hasting, you know. He doesn't keep the ball sometimes. You know, I remember yesterday I was talking to one of my friends. He's a United fan as well. And every time he sent me a voice note on WhatsApp, he was like, Bruno, keep the ball. Bruno, keep the ball, you know. Like, why am I always an overplay? Why am I always a hasty game? Just knock around and just keep the ball, you know? Just keep possession of the ball. And, I think him and Rashford, not in form at this moment.
Yeah.
You know, for both of them. But when Bruno play for Portugal, he's scoring, he's assisting. So maybe it's the system, maybe it's the players that's not there right now.
It's just kind of probably the system. You know, he wasn't looking like that when he just came in the January transfer window. You know, his first 6 months at United, it was okay. You know, and then when he had his full season, you know, he just looking like that player. You know, he's very inconsistent with this. I mean, look, Bruno. Don't get me wrong. When you look at Bruno's stats, he create chances in every game, like big chances. But sometimes, to be honest, I really feel like, you know, as a player like Bruno Fernandes, you know, his talent kind of go under the bus because United haven't had that lethal goal scorer. Because time and time he created a chance for them and they missed it. You know, when Kevin De Bruyne popped up and created a chance for Alan, 9 out of 10, one of the ball will score.
Yeah, correct.
You know, so giving Wasteman Anthony Martial chances, you know, and back in when previous strikers was there and Rashford was playing through the middle, you know, time and time they get too many chances. You know, even yesterday they got the game to kill. Yeah, I seen Bruno Fernandes, I think, give a play about to Garnacho, and Garnacho is the next one. You know, Salah in the back end, you're right, and Garnacho, you know, he's a really good player, but I think his decision making need to improve really quick as a young player, because I think he has this attitude when things don't go his way. You know, he raises hands, you know, throwing it off of players. And, you know, as a young player, just need to hold it head firm and just take all that criticism and just try to improve a game day by day.
Yeah.
You know, but Sheffield United, man, like last 4 games, they conceded 15 goals. How long Paul Eckingbottom have before he got the
I feel like every time we do a pod, you have to talk about that coach. I don't think that. I mean, what else they're gonna come in and do? If they fire that coach, they're gonna have to pay him off and then hire a new coach to do what? Let's be real. I feel like their owner upset that, okay, this is our level, we're just not that good. Let's get the experience in the Premier League. Let's get the Premier League bag and go back down.
Bro, it's week number 9 and they haven't won a game.
Yeah.
They haven't won a game, bro. They had
even
one.
Luton won a game.
Luton won. It's Bournemouth. Oh, you said Luton won a game, right?
Yeah, Luton won a game.
Yeah, Luton won a game. Luton beat Everton away a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know, Sheffield just can't win a game. Them and Bournemouth throw away their game also yesterday. After went up 1-0 against Wolves, and then just Lewis Cook got that silly red card.
Bournemouth, they're gonna regret firing their coach, Gary O'Neill.
Gary O'Neill, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna regret.
Yeah.
Find that.
You know, but I don't know, man. But I feel like Burnley's the next team. They're playing really good. They're playing out the ball good, but Burnley just can't control the game.
Yeah.
They can't score. I think Vincent Kompany, if he let this January window slip and he don't buy a proper number 9, he's going back to the championship.
You don't think they're gonna sack him?
No, as I said before, what he did, I think, because of his name, Vincent Kompany, and what he did changing, you know, the trajectory of Burnley signing Vincent Kompany, it's not promoting to the Premier League this fast in one season, you know, in the EFL Championship.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, it's a project. You know, they see the brand of football he's trying to play, but he had a bunch of kids.
Okay.
I think if he can stay up this season in the Premier League, get some more cash, get some more experience under his belt in the Premier League, you know, playing as you see what Lampard did, playing as a player and a coach, it's total different thing.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I just feel like, you know, the thing is for Vincent Kompany this season is to stay away from that relegation zone when match day 38 comes.
Yeah.
You know, but he needs to sign a striker, though, a real proper number 9, someone that can put the ball in the back of the net. You know, but Villa, you know, man them called Chippy, Bailey.
Leon Bailey.
The Leon Bailey agents them all over social media.
Be attacking,
Jaja youth. Yeah, but it was a good game. But look, man, this Aston Villa team, I think they're going to finish in the top 6. Trust me.
Yeah, they're really good at home.
They won 12 games now at home, I think. 12 games. The only game that they lost is that EFL Cup match against Everton.
I think so.
Yeah, against Everton. Yeah, but
they're
playing really good.
I don't want to go there. They're gonna be they're good on the break. That signing Diaby look really good. One of the signing of the season so far.
I think he's by playing with Ollie Watkins, Ollie Watkins, being more prolific. You saw that goal that he scored like with the left foot.
Yeah.
I saw him training for the last month till now, practicing that shot in training.
He's a good striker, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would take him at Chelsea.
Should have come play for the Reggae Boys.
He can?
Yeah, but he capped for the Three Lions.
Yeah.
Should have come play for the Reggae Boys, man. Gareth Southgate and England, kept the players just because them don't want them come play. They did it with a few players, in the past.
Otherwise than Kane. When Kane not play, who will play?
Rashford through the middle. Because they have so many wingers. They have so many wingers. Yeah, usually be Jamie Vardy, and he was exceptional with that.
I don't even see Tammy Abraham come back neither.
No, Tammy is out. He's still he's out. He's still injured from. He haven't played a game since the season started. I think for Roma.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's El Shaarawy and man like Dalot and Lukaku playing up front for Roma. But but that trick though that Leon Bailey, he shimmied down that right side, drop his shoulder and come back in on his left foot. But I think, I said it before, Unai Emery can get the best out of Leon Bailey, but it's up to the player, to keep the right attitude, practice hard, work on his craft. I really think, this player can be one of the best player, ever play in the Premier League from the Caribbean. But I think he just needs to work extra hard. Hey, you ever watch John McGinn?
That guy is so fit.
This man, bro,
everywhere.
Bro, John McGinn is so fit.
He's
the first 5 minutes of John McGinn game in socks, shorts, and shirt wet, everything.
He's one of those underrated player where he does not have no bad game. I always have a good game.
And the Scottish Messi Macaulay, man. Man. I mean, like from Unai Emery came in, bro. It's like John McGinn playing outside right. He's the first player on the team sheet for Aston Villa. Him and the goalkeeper. But that the Brazilian Douglas Luiz, I think this is 4th goal of the season. Yeah. He's really good. And and West Ham and Mikel Antonio are going to have to sort out these problems. When Mikel Antonio don't get enough service, it's hard for West Ham to score because he's the one that can hold the play, bring the likes of Bowen, Paqueta into him, drawing defenders and try to play those wide passing, especially the wing backs likes to push up. So I think, Mikel Antonio wasn't really in the game, wasn't getting enough service. But James Ward-Prowse, man, this man set piece, man, is a killer.
One of my favorite free kick set piece player in the league right now. Very underrated. You have everything, captain, leader, and with Antonio, I think they rely on too much on Antonio. I think David Moyes is way too defensively, especially when he play away.
Yeah, I think he should try something different. I think put Paqueta in the midfield with Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, and Paqueta, Alvarez, and Ward-Prowse, those three, and take just put Souček out on the bench.
If you really think about it, West Ham have a very tall team. If you think about it.
Yes.
Set piece, Ward-Prowse with everything they get. Plus Zuma and they have some tall.
I think they have this Moroccan defender, Odegaard, or what.
They're very tall.
Alvarez, the Mexican, he's very tall too.
He's tall too. Yeah.
But West Ham is a set piece team. It's a set piece. Yeah, set piece team. Good set piece team. Forest gave up a 2-0 lead and Luton Town came back to draw the game 2-2, man. Saw my friend, in England, Tyler, celebrating that 2-2 draw, at the City Ground, man. That was a wonderful game for Luton Town to come back. You could see that this team is growing in confidence. They just need a few players.
Luther might stay up.
Yeah.
Luther might beat the job.
Man. They're showing a lot of spirit, bro. They're showing a lot of spirit. They're showing a lot of spirit.
Everybody trying to predict them to get relegated. And
everyone is predicting them to get relegated.
I don't know why I keep on a goat. What is? Especially that one, yeah. But I like that goat, so we don't like that goat every minute. Sure.
But and the last game before we preview the Spurs game, Brentford and Burnley, last night, as you said, Burnley is still trying to get out of the drop, but Brentford, Mbuemo, and Wissa,
you realize they're most in the front play score goals. Because even Ivanton was there, they're most of the
he scored like 1/4 of their goals.
Yeah,
last season in the Premier League.
When is he coming back?
I think January. Should be January. Oh, yeah, it should be January. Okay. Yeah, but Mbuemo and Wissa, these players, they are the focal points up front in the Thomas Frank team. These are the players that as soon as they get the ball, Wissa is on the run, Mbuemo is on the run. That's how they just score all their goals. They just play through the line. They just have 3 players that they just want to score all the time, and they don't care. They just don't care. See, my light went out. But we're going to preview, that Spurs game.
They're on the stream too. That too long, man. People. They are talk too long.
Tottenham can go ahead and lead the Premier League tomorrow with a win over Fulham. You think they will do the job at home?
Yeah, because I'm not convinced about Fulham attacking wise. I know they still got Willian. They got I don't see them winning. I think Tottenham gonna be too much for them.
Last season, Andres Pereira and the Portuguese Falfina, they were the vocal points in the midfield last season for Fulham. Especially Pereira was creating a lot. But now it's Willian and Bobby Reed that's finding the goal. But I just feel like taking a Mitrovic out of the team, and they bought the Mexican Jimenez. I think it was a wrong move. I think they should have bought someone, more younger, more hungrier.
He leave at the end of the market, though.
Huh?
Remember, he leave at the end of the market.
Yeah, but
I think Jimenez is washed.
I think that got his first couple of seasons at Wolves. After that, you got that.
That head injury, messed him up.
That head injury, and they have Awobi, playing in the middle. But what impressed me the most with Fulham this season is both fullback, the American Robinson, and the Belgian right back, Castiani. That's his name. He play for Leicester.
Yeah.
Those players are what the players look for to give them that width out and both flanks, but they're just not finishing the ball in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
They have this Vinicius, that Brazilian player with Jimenez. Both of them just can't score. You remember when Vinicius was at Spurs? He was a backup goal striker for Hurricane. That striker, I don't think he's a Premier League player. Jimenez is woeful for the last 2.5 seasons now. So I just feel like going forward, Marco Silva just needs to get a striker.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're in the January market.
They have a really good team. They played really good last season too, right?
Yeah, they played really good last season. It's just that they really didn't. They really didn't really invest in the team. But I think top 10 level place. I think that should be their mid-table team this season.
Yeah. People, we have come to the end of episode 7 of the Prem Podcast, man. Bless up to everyone, watched us. Remember, if you're still here, just before you walked out, smash the like button. You know, subscribe to DFS football, Daniel Football Show. We have that extra time talk we're going to do right after this video. So, stick around and jump on Daniel Football Show and watch that. We talk about everything, the big games around the world outside the Premier League. Juve, and AC Milan. We'd go all the way in the Brazilian league. We go to Saudi Arabia. We go all over the place, man. And Extra Time Podcast, it's just Extra Time Podcast is all about, just catching up at what happened around the world in the big games. We talk about games even in Mexico, So, but yeah, we have come to the end, man, of Prem Podcast. You have any last word you want to?
Yes, people. Don't forget as well, smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the board channel. Love the respect the people who are checking in, and it's gonna be every Sunday thing live. Don't know people. We're there.
Yeah, man.
Out.
Bless up, people. Salute.